you think groomed you to be good for a relationship or if anything?
To be honest, from my father, self-respect, and from my mother, self-love. Because my dad, he always been in my life and everything, but he always told me about self-respect, about guys, what their true intentions are and everything like that. We had them talks, you know, and with my mom, she taught me self-love because of the relationship she's been through. She's been through some toxic ones and she been through abuse and everything like that. So, you know, that taught me not to tolerate that, not to settle for that. And also I love myself to not attract that as well, you know, and everything like that. And both of my parents, like, even though they weren't together, they weren't married, but from learning from separate routes, taught me a lot within myself and what I want in a relationship, you know, and everything like that. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That don't sound like nothing that's helping you in a relationship. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right.
Listen, he's on to something. He's on to something, y'all.
They taught you how to be a self-sustaining woman in the world. No, I mean, that's individual stuff. As far as what you bring to a relationship, self-love and what you said, self-what?
Self-care,
self-respect, but no, not talking about
anything that involves unless it's self-healing.
But listen, but relationship though, through my experiences, I'm still learning. Because mind you, my parents, they weren't together when I was a kid.
And I get that. So that's why we said if you didn't learn anything, because I didn't really learn anything from my parents.
We still grinding nighttime. First time in a long time I came off the freeway and the light was green. But I want to talk about women, right, real quick. So it's all, you know, one thing about women, and I've touched about this, but I've seen a clip, and I might clip it if I get some time, where this woman was pretty much, you know, talking about, you know, what she bring to the table. And she was talking about everything she had to talk about was self, you know, or what she, you know, self. It was about herself. And once you hear women kind of talk about what they bring to the table, or what they gonna bring to the relationship, it's always self-love, or it's always about pretty much themselves, or, you know, what the man can do. They never really articulate, you know, what can they do in a relationship. They never do. They never talk about like what they're gonna do for the man, what they're gonna do for the guy. It's just really a Rubik's Cube. And then, you know, it's always this thing where the guy starts off and he starts off, and then when he get the pussy, he stopped doing. That's not necessarily true, especially if he, you know, y'all have sex and he claim you as his woman. You know, that's not necessarily true. When a guy stops doing some things that he used to do, a lot of time it has to do with, it has to do with you. You stop doing something, or you said something, but I'm not here to speak on that again. You know, I'm not here to do that again, right? I'm here to speak on the actual fact that that women always get there and talk about, if they talk about what needs to be done, it's all, you know, the lady was saying self-love and you like, okay, for the most part, you should, you know, love thyself and you should do some things for yourself. I'm not tripping on that aspect of it. But really, what does the man get out of dealing with you? And that's just the actual fact. Yeah, it's always, I just need to, you know, self-love. I love thyself, and, you know, self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, what are you, you know, actually going to bring to this relationship that's going to benefit me? You know, what are you going to bring? Hustle, ambition, cooperation, you know, this stuff like that. How are you going to make it easier on me? Guess what? Even when you dating, it's an interview. You might be like, you know, hey, I don't mind paying for dates. Or I don't mind splitting the bills down the middle. I don't mind going Dutch. And I'm going to tell you this. It's just the thought of you doing it. You know, it's the thought of you doing it. You might do it one time, you know, without the guy asking you, and he shouldn't ask you. You should do it one time, and the dude may never let you do it again, because he know you a real one. You know what I'm saying? It's just the thought of it, okay, I can do it. You don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But everything is really just seen to be selfish with women. It's about them. And one of the great qualities that a woman can have that can overcome a lot of things is the fact that selfless. So many women are selfish. Women are selfish. You know, when you look at women, they are selfish. And that's just the God honest truth. They're so selfish that they'll do what's best for them, right? And their personal feelings, it can hurt the kids. Fuck the kids. The kids will be all right. They'll figure it out. They do what's best for them. When men make decisions, when they have families, they weigh the checks and balances of what need, you know, for everybody. This is why women a lot of times can't be successful leaders. Because it's just, okay, it's about what's best for me. It's about, you know, them being selfish. So one of the best real qualities women can be is they can be team players. They can be selfless. And guess what? When you selfless as a woman and you make sacrifices, man, most men, I don't want to say real, most men, I want to say real men, they're going to make sure, trust and believe me, that you get yours back. They're going to make sure they do something nice for you. You know, when a girl come do something nice for me or whatever, or when a girlfriend do something nice, I make sure I pay that back. Anybody, you know, somebody look out for me, I look out for them. And sometimes, you know, I look out for you regardless if you don't look out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really tripping on it. I just do it because that's my character. Once again, great, you know, if you're a woman and you can be selfless and not be, you know, selfish like that, I mean, you will have a great opportunity, even if you average or a little bit below average looking, and you got a big heart for real, and you care about other people. I mean, I think a lot of dudes will take that quality. A lot of dudes love that quality in women. Because so many women, it's about them. Everything is about them. Even on your birthday. Oh, come on, bro. Becky, you a real one. Even on their birthday, they plan things that they want to do on your birthday. That's how selfish women really be. Real talk. That's how selfish women really get down. They plan shit on your birthday. They plan the shit they want to do for your birthday. And that's why you get a lot of guys that be like, you know what? I don't want to do shit on my birthday. You get a lot of guys that say, yeah, I'm cool on my, you know why a lot of the married dudes just be like, or dudes in relationship with women don't want to do nothing on their birthday because y'all plan shit. Or he said, I want to do this and y'all never want to do what the fuck he want to do. The date nights is your idea, right? The date nights is your idea. The Christmas or whatever y'all doing between that is your idea. Vacations is your idea. And he just go along with the get along. But when he wants to do something, you know, it's, I don't want to do that. Or if y'all do it, you acting like you a prisoner. But then again, a lot of y'all don't want to let y'all men go outside, you know, and go with his friends and go to the basketball game and go to the cigar lounge and do some of the things that he like to do without you out of fear of he gonna cheat or some shit like that. And, you know, or whatever. And then, you know, when you come force yourself into that and you force yourself into doing the things he doing, you make it a drag. You suck the fun out of everything. You know, you suck the actual fucking fun out of everything. You feel what I'm saying? They make everything about them. So one of the best qualities you can have is just being a selfless individual. So as a woman, that's one of the hard credit because every time it's about you. A lot of times you be like, hey, I got it, babe. Don't even worry about it. A man gonna, you know, the bill might be $50. Next thing you know, y'all going to Roof Chris for a $200, $300 bill. He got it. The men want to know that you really with them. And some guys just think, oh, okay, I got to pay for her to be here. And that's the wrong mindset, but that's another video for another day. I appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree or hit the link in the description. It's the only link in the description. Join the Patreon, subscribe, thumbs up. Peace.